Girl, Monique is keeping her foot firmly on Tyler Perry's neck because she is not backing down from exposing him for trying to ruin her career. It's been a couple of years since Tyler Perry tried to get Monique kicked out of the industry, but it turns out that things were worse than we thought because not only was Tyler trying to get her blackballed, but he also got her fired from her gig. Monique revealed how Tyler got her fired from Empire and then forced the director to give the role to Taraji P Henson instead. Girl, Monique did not come to play with Tyler, and she is determined to take him down for good. Y'all, Monique is finally getting her moment in the spotlight. She is getting the chance to speak her truth, and she is jumping at that chance. If there is someone who has been done dirty by the industry, it's Monique. The industry did her dirty big time, and her career was more or less put on hold for more than 10 years, all because she didn't dance to the tune of some powerful people in the industry. Y'all may not know this, but there are some very powerful people in Hollywood who expect to be obeyed at all times, no matter what they ask you to do. If they tell you to jump, the only thing they expect you to ask is how high. They don't like to be questioned. They certainly don't like to be disobeyed, and Oprah and Tyler Perry are two examples of the people that we're talking about. Monique messed with them and learned the hard way because they went over and beyond to teach her a lesson and ruin her career. The shocking part about this is that both Oprah and Tyler are self-proclaimed to be champions of Black excellence in Hollywood. They claim to fight for Black people in the industry, donate to charitable causes, blah blah blah. So to see them treat a sister like this is just wild. Looking back now, I don't think that there was ever a way out for Monique from the situation that would have left her in a good place, because she would have either been running at a loss or she would have pissed off Oprah and Tyler. Let me break it down so y'all understand. See, Oprah and Tyler hired Monique to play the role of Mary Lee in the movie Precious. She was severely underpaid for the role because she only got $50,000. That might sound like a lot of money for regular degular people like me and you, but for an artist, it's too small for a leading role. I mean, when you deduct taxes, agent fees, manager fees, union fees, I think y'all can see where I'm going with this. But Monique took the gig because she believed that it was going to win her awards, and she did, because she won an Oscar, a Golden Globe, and other awards. This was nice and good and things were going well until Oprah and Tyler told her that they wanted her to go on tour to promote the movie even more, but Monique didn't want to because they didn't want to pay her for the tour and even wanted her to pay for her expenses out of pocket. So she said no. Well, this didn't sit well with Oprah and Tyler, and they went ahead to make life miserable for her in the industry. They got her blackballed and spread word that she was insanely difficult and impossible to work with, and they put a kind of ban on her. Usually, when an actor wins an Oscar, they usually become very high in demand. They get paid more, get more jobs, and all that stuff. But for Monique, it was the other way around, because not only was she not getting more jobs, but she lost every job that she already lined up before she got blacklisted, including the role of Cookie Lines on Empire. According to Monique, Lee Daniels offered her the role of Cookie because he had worked with her and he knew that she was perfect for the role. Lee was the director of Precious, the movie that got Monique blackballed. And according to Monique, Lee was the only one who apologized to her for getting blackballed.
I read somewhere that Oprah had issued you an apology and Tyler had issued an apology. That's not correct.
No.
The only person that's given you an apology.
You saw it. It's Lee Daniels.
She and Lee made up after that, and Lee offered her the role in Empire, only for him to call back a couple of days later and take it back, apologizing and saying that people on the show had refused to work with her, saying that she was too difficult to work with.
Lee Daniels says to me, because Cookie from the show Empire, I was offered that role. Now, Taraji tore it up, baby. Listen here. However, I was offered that. Then for Lee to call me back and say, baby girl, they said you're too difficult to work with. But you hear on the audio that a man told David Talbert I was difficult to work with.
Unfortunately, Lee's hands were tied and Monique lost the role, which ended up going to Taraji. Now, the Taraji part is interesting because a couple of insiders are saying that Tyler Perry had a hand in Taraji getting the role. I'm not trying to say that Taraji isn't talented, because she is, and she ate that role up. But Tyler stepped in, which isn't surprising because he and Taraji were on great terms. They had worked together on a couple of projects, including Acrimony, the movie that had people talking about who was right or wrong. So Tyler got his enemy fired and slipped his friend in, and the rest is history. Fans showed love to Monique, saying, I love everything Monique stands for, and I love how she won't get her foot off Oprah and Tyler Perry's neck. Tyler Perry, I can't even look at you the same anymore after how you do our Black sister. I have looked up to you over the years, wanting to act, screenwrite, and direct just like you, but after all this, not anymore. You need to publicly apologize and pay Monique her money. And Tyler Perry needs to address this Monique situation on IG Live or something, because him admitted to telling execs that a Black woman is difficult to work with is a really stupid thing for him to say. I'm actually starting to question him in those Black women suffering movies now. You guys let me know how you feel about this, and then check out this next video.